Welcome back to Showbiz Insider, your entertainment news roundup. So the second edition of the Vogue Fashion Dubai Experience was held at the Dubai Mall for 3 days, organised by Vogue Italia. Not only did it bring international collections and designers, but it also provided a mentoring platform for new design talent. And there was a whole lot of international fashionistas on the fro. Yes, fashion royalty descended on the Dubai Mall and the VDFE catwalk shows. Last year it was Naomi Campbell and Roberto Cavalli, and this year he returned with Ciara and model Carolina Kokova. They were joined by singer Lana Del Rey and other leading designers, including Alberto Ferretti, Philippe Plein and Emilio Pucci's Peter Dundas. Not forgetting the fashion force behind the event, that's Vogue Italia's Franca Zazani.
It's huge because this year, the lecture, the showcase, the fashion show, the dinner, so it's a lot. It's a lot, but I think that, as somebody said, Dubai is so well known for shopping, and so let's shop even the young one.
One of the highlights of the event was the flagship catwalk showcase of 8 designers. That's their Spring-Summer 2015 collections presented by Carolina Kokova.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen and distinguished guests, for being here with us today. I'm glad that I have a partner in crime on the catwalk, so it's not just all on me. And he's also handsome, Nizam. Thank you for being here. Yes.
Launching the showcase with playful, colourful prints in a cosmopolitan mood was Italian designer Stella Jean. Her style reflects and evokes her Creole heritage, blending old continent cultures with the verve of the new. In recognition of her brand, she was chosen to speak at the United Nations on Empowered Women of the Year. Taking it down to a more neutral colour palette, number 3 designers, that's Bushra Badri and Amira Al-Khaji from the UAE, worked to accentuate technique and emphasise the concept of functionality. Clean lines, sophisticated silhouettes and the perfect fit are the primary focus of the label, incorporating fine fabrics and materials to promote cultural elements through design. The latest collection from Asudari and Saudi Arabia's Lamia Asudari explores new concepts, liberating itself through digitally printed geometric patterns.
Well, what I try to do is fusing 2 opposite factors and try to merge them together. And I think the reason why I subconsciously do that anyway, purely because of where I'm from and where I'm raised. And I just love to see and have the challenge of putting 2 things together and what comes out. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes we need to go back to the drawing board and work at it.
And talking about your heritage, you just mentioned that. So how do you feel that affects your collection?
I think definitely where I'm from, being Saudi, makes me a lot more emotional to Islamic design, Arabic design, hence where I see things in geometry, and I tend to do that naturally anyway. And I guess it's not as obvious, but if you know what you're looking for, you will see it. It's just kind of hidden in between.
Representing India, Monico presented a collection inspired by swimming, where the waves are the primary graphic symbol with pops of colour from those found poolside. And from the pool to the garden, J.S. Lee from South Korea was inspired by pressed and framed flowers in peach and green pastels. She described it as creating 2D shapes from 3D flower images. Just like in contrast, 3D shapes begin from those that are 3-dimensional. Also exploring the concept of movement and rebirth of nature is Sicilian Salvatore Picconi. He plays with macro-pixels that become dots, as in the paintings of Roy Lichtenstein.
My collection SS Spring Summer 15 is all about using natural elements, about nature, and my main focus is to emphasize the female figure. And I'm really in love with beauty, and I really like to emphasize empowering, beautiful figure, and I like to keep everything very colorful, very using floating fabrics like chiffon, and I design all my prints, and each garment it's really individual. You cannot find somewhere else because I design everything. It's the concept of my brand.
Australian designer Christopher Esber is all about innovative fabrics, which explains his triumph as the winner of the Walmart Prize for Innovation in Sydney last year, saying the launchpad for this collection was the ordinary, the kind of clothing used every day with an approach to the design that he defines as almost supernormal. And fashion star of the show, Sheikha Madia Al-Sharki, graduated from Esmond Dubai and won Best Fashion Designer at last year's Arab Woman Awards. Inspiration for her cultural past and modern femininity are always at the heart of her label. This collection could be worn as sophisticated bridal wear, exploring the romantic side of the 1970s and using a colour palette of beige and khaki with tones of lavender and peach. In addition to the catwalk events and the exhibitions, the Fashion Talks programme was conducted by A-list international designers and fashion icons, including The Strength of Tradition by Alberto Ferretti, From Denim to Red Carpet by Roberto Cavalli, and The New Generation in Fashion by Franca Sazzani.
It's just because we really want to support even younger generation. Of course, Dubai is the most visited place for retail, but I think that what we need more is just to support a generation, a global generation all around the world. And I thought that if we start here, where at least there are already the shops, already the retailers, I thought it was the best place because we can really join our force and really become a point where everybody could cross their own knowledge and just to share the difference between commercial and creation.
The International Talent Showcase also presented another 20 international designers. They were selected by Vogue Italia through a talent scouting competition, with cutting-edge accessories designers creating art with very unusual materials.
This is our Dragon Duplice necklace. We've created this edition especially for our trip here to Dubai. We're only making 10 of this piece and it takes 4 days just to build this one piece. It's made of laser cut acrylic and it's gold plated, so you can see on each of these sections the gold plating there, and each of those is done and finished by hand. So our brand is really about bringing innovative and contemporary materials and processes together with that sense of real skill and artisanal craftsmanship.
The Vogue Fashion Dubai experience is certainly working to promote Dubai as the next fashion capital, with Roberto Cavalli clearly summing it up, saying, "It's beautiful, darling." And from Cavalli to Kardashian, Kim launched her new perfume Fleur Fatale in Dubai. It promises to evoke the Orient through its floral and citrus main accords, with notes including violet, blackcurrant and a lot of rose. Wearing a Balmain knotted crop top and Alexander McQueen palazzo pants, she also revealed her business plans for the new year.
Lately, it's really about prioritizing and not spreading myself too thin. So I think the beauty business for me is something I'm really passionate about. My fragrance, my makeup, hair care, and I really just want to develop that stronger and just focus on that for the next year.
So with all those fashion stars in Dubai, I feel like it's time to party. Tasha, anyone? Coming up after the break, Ibiza hits Dubai.